minds of many Iranian leaders, including those in the military. Since that time, Iran has sought to develop asymmetric military capabilities to offset America's insurmountable conventional superiority. 5 US weapons should be foremost in their minds. When Iranian aircraft began targeting US drones conducting surveillance over Iran in 2013, Washington responding by providing the UAFs with high-value air asset escorts. These escorts often took the form of the F-22 Raptor. And for good reason, as Iran's American-made F-4 Phantom fighters are no match for the US 5th-generation fighter. In fact, the F-22 pilots frequently toyed with their Iranian counterparts. As the Air Force Chief of Staff explained of one incident in the event of an armed conflict with Iran, the single-seat, twin-engine F-22 would be integral in the opening minutes as the US sought to gain air superiority over Iranian skies. Fortunately, this is the exact type of mission for which the F-22 was built. Iran's military would have little effective recourse against the F-22. After helping the US gain air superiority, the F-22 could be put to use for any number of different missions, including attacking ground targets, electronic warfare and collecting signals intelligence. It's no wonder that when tensions heat up with Iran, the US deploys additional F-22s to air bases in the Persian Gulf. No threat from Iran terrifies the United States more than its burgeoning nuclear program. It is for this reason that every American president has said that when it comes to Iran's nuclear program, all options remain on the table. Should the US have to resort to the military option against Iran's nuclear program, the B-2 stealth bomber would figure prominently in the operations. One of Iran's best defenses is its massive and unforgiving geography. The country is 3 times larger than Iraq and roughly equivalent to the size of all of Western Europe. Most of its major nuclear facilities, as well as some of its important military sites, are located deep inside the country. Some of these are also located near important cities, such as the Fordo nuclear enrichment plant that is located near the important religious city of Qom. This is what makes the B-2 stealth bomber so key to any American attack on Iran's nuclear program. The B-2 bomber is also crucial to a US strike against Iran's nuclear program in another regard. Namely, it is the only aircraft capable of carrying the Air Force's GBU-57A/B massive ordnance penetrator. While the US has sought to deny the operational concept formerly known as Air-Sea Battle was directed at China, it has been less coy about the purpose of the massive bunker buster. If the US decided to attack Iran's nuclear program, it would almost certainly use the MOP to destroy Iran's Fordo nuclear enrichment site, which is buried deep inside a mountain. At 30,000 pounds, 13,600 kilograms, 31.5 inches in diameter and 20.5 feet long, the Boeing-made MOP is around 6 times the size of the next biggest bunker buster in the US or Israeli arsenals. Beyond nuclear weapons, Iran threatens the US with its anti-access area denial capabilities. Like China, anti-ship missiles figure prominently into Iran's A2AD strategy. Unlike China, Iran has a less sophisticated arsenal of medium-range and over-the-horizon precision-guided missiles. Fortunately, the US Marine Corps has just the answer in the form of the Amphibious Combat Vehicle, ACV 1.1. Much about the ACV 1.1 is still unknown, but the original request for information in 2011 called for a vehicle that could self-deploy from amphibious shipping and deliver a reinforced Marine infantry squad, 17 Marines, from a launch distance at or beyond 12 miles with a speed of not less than 8 knots. Crucially for the current context, the Marines demanded that the vehicle must be able to protect against direct and indirect fire and mines and improvised explosive device, IED, threats. While still in the early part of their development, military laser systems are quickly becoming a reality. According to various news reports, recent tests of the Navy's laser weapons system, LAWS, surpassed their expectations in how quickly and effectively it tracked and destroyed ever more difficult targets. This is bad news for Iran and its A2/.